What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be talking to you about how to get your friends and or significant others into Magic the Gathering. The quarantine has left many of us unable to play with our regular play groups. And if you're quarantined with someone, you've probably thought about how you can get them into Magic the Gathering so you'll have somebody to play with. Or you might have a friend that you've been wanting to teach Magic to for a while and you're eager to do it when you're out of quarantine. Either way, getting somebody into Magic for the first time isn't always the easiest thing to do. Magic can be a really overwhelming game, and a lot of new players don't really get it. A bad first experience can really ruin the game for them. I'll highlight a few strategies that you can use to show your friends what Magic is all about and get them hooked. Common advice is to start small and simple. While I agree with that, I find the manner in which this is typically done boring. While welcome decks are free, they lead to very boring games of Magic. I think that instead it would be worth making your own welcome deck. I do think that it's a good idea to start with a 30 to 40 card monocolored deck, and you can easily make a decent monocolored 30 card deck for under $10. You can choose your favorite color matchup and make that pair of decks, or you can make one in each of the colors and let them choose their favorite color. When making your own custom welcome deck, streamline a simple strategy and make it cohesive. You want to keep the curve low and go light on card effects, especially on the 1 and 2 drops because that's what they'll be playing first. You don't want to overwhelm them when they're still figuring things out. 3 drops should have simple effects, and you do want to include some 4 and 5 drop bombs with a nice effect that can turn the game, so they feel like what they just played was powerful and meaningful. You want them to really feel like they're kicking your ass. You shouldn't include vanilla 3, 4, and 5 drops. Vanilla creatures are simple and easy to learn with, but boring. The most important thing when building a welcome deck is to have fun with it. You can build a deck in a general way that highlights the color's strengths and weaknesses, or you can build it with a theme. Don't forget that each color has massive tribal card pools. For white, you could do something like cats or humans. Red could be goblins or elementals. Blue could be merfolk or wizards. Green could be elves or snakes. And black could be vampires or zombies. Tribal could be a really fun way to introduce someone to Magic. While building a deck in a manner that highlights the playstyle and feel of each of the colors could lead to mechanically nice games, and strategy is one of this game's biggest strengths, it's also meant to be fun and exciting, and that's typically what your friends are looking for. You have to remember that you're sitting them down to play one of the nerdiest and most complex games on the planet. If they're a nerd like me and you, that's great, but if they're not, you first want to pique their interest. You know what they think is fun, use that to sell it. My girlfriend was really drawn to Baneslayer Angel when she first saw it, so I made her an Angel tribal deck that she whoops me with surprisingly often. Say you have a girlfriend who's a crazy cat lady, cat tribal may be the way to go. If they play Dungeons and Dragons, it should be easy. Just explain to them that you can think of it as being a spell-slinging wizard, about to engage in a wizard duel with a custom spellbook of their own design. After you've built your welcome decks and sit down to play for the first time, it's important to keep these points in mind. You want to explain the goal of the game. Give a brief explanation of the card types and how they're played. Shuffle up and help them in their first few turns. Be patient and don't over-explain. Like I said before, you don't want to overwhelm them. And finally, let them win. Nothing is more fun and encouraging than winning in a new game, and nothing is more discouraging than getting stomped before you know what's going on. You have a tremendous advantage, and your primary purpose is to teach them how to play and get them invested. But don't worry, they'll be beating your salty ass fair and square soon enough if you teach them right. One last thing, a really fun experience when opening an intro pack is the booster packs that are included. There's something special about using your newly found cards to upgrade the deck you bought. So it could be fun to have a pack nearby to let them open if they seem like they're liking the game. Okay, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know that I'm getting them addicted to cracking packs, but it's fun. Now, I know it would be easier to go down to your local game store and get a few free welcome decks to teach your friends how to play Magic with. But remember, guys, it's so worth it to have the game that you love make a good first impression on your friends. And at the end of the day, if the game isn't for them, that's okay. At least you've done your part and shown them what the game has to offer. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment down below any failures or success stories you might have had teaching somebody how to play Magic. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future Magic the Gathering content.